Adulting for me has been humbling in many ways. I think we've all experienced loss, we've talked about it. But I'll talk about my entry into professional life. I didn't know what I wanted to study. Like my dad would ask me, okay, you're finishing high school, what do you want to study? I'm like, I don't know, I don't know, like, I just want to be happy, I'll do whatever I do. And he says, no, you actually have to choose schools. I don't remember what I chose. I think like them, I just picked. But this time it's for uni, right? So I get called to study computer science in Maseno.
You hadn't chosen it?
I do not recall. There's no way I'd have chosen it because I don't really care for computers, to be very honest. So anyway, I ended up in Daystar. And by this time, I've decided, okay, fine. I want to be like Dad. I'm going to study journalism. So I study electronic media. And then I finish uni and I get my first job. Like you guys, I hated it so much. Like, I hated it. Like, I would struggle to wake up in the morning to go to work. That time, as I'm busy hating it, people in Nyeri are so happy. They're like, hey, you're on Citizen.
She was on Citizen TV. So when I go to Nyeri Shags, they don't even know me. You're the father of Wanjiru Gaitho.
So as the Nyeri guys are celebrating, me, I'm miserable.
You can find her on YouTube, by the way, if you want to watch.
Very unnecessary. So I'm hating this job so much. I'm finding it so difficult. My boss at the time, I remember, Farida Karone. Farida calls me one day and she says, Shiro, if I switch on that bulletin and I don't see your face on my TV, I'm going to fire you. Because what I would do, I didn't enjoy being on camera. So I would look for those stories where I didn't need to do. It's called a PTC, a piece to camera. And she'd be like, there's no way you can be on TV every day, voicing stories, you're writing the stories, you're voicing the stories, but it's like you're on radio, I don't see you. So I say, fine, I'm going to suck it up, I'm going to be on TV. And so I start, and I didn't like it. And of course, this time, like I'm straight out of uni, I am enjoying in some way this whole thing of, like it's nice to say you have a job, and it's not just a busy job, but it's like a visible job, like no, but like it's visible, but like at the same time I'm hating it so much, so I'm partying a lot, continuing with my habits from uni. And Aki would show up to work on Monday.
Sema.
So hungover. And I mean, I would still manage to do the work. And I remember one time Aki went out on, I think it was a Thursday. It must have been a Thursday because there were USIU people out, I remember. And I got home, I think, at 4 a.m. And it was bad. It was bad because the next day I showered while seated because like I could not stand. And I tell my mom, okay, mom, if you don't take me to work, I can't go. If I'm fired now, it's your fault. I can't go. So, now in all this partying and everything, and I mean, if you show up to work and your voice is a little hoarse, and, you have that editor there who's being nice. She's telling you, even as we go out, what you do, you just drink hot water with lemon and honey before you come to work. Okay, I'm trying it, it's not working. My voice is the way it is. And then this other boss of mine, who was not known to be very gentle, he calls me one day and he says, remember, I've just this is not 2 years into the job. It's maybe a few months, not a year for sure. So I'm still learning the ropes and all that. And this guy calls me and says, Shiro, I like your writing, but your voice. It's like, you have a voice for print. Hey, me, I'd never been talked to like that in my life. I've grown up with very affirming parents. I have an affirming family. Like, I know I'm okay. I don't think I'm like super amazing, but a voice for print. Let me tell you, I cried in that office. I went to the bathroom and then I realized later, that's the bathroom for crying. Like, because I would see like even, more senior reporters going in there after they've been told some mess and, they cry a bit and then they fix their makeup and then they go back. But that thing made me so self-conscious. Like, I think I had never been given such difficult feedback in my life. And, like the other day when we was discussing, like, okay, I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to talk about that. I remembered that thing and it hit me that even, because this must have happened when, let's say 2009, so we're talking about 15 years ago. That thing hurt me so much that even when I'm busy on Instagram sharing things, I will never agree to speak on Instagram. I would be working with brands and they want, the brands nowadays just ask for a lot, like just a lot. Yeah, like a full production, which honestly, yes, Daddy, you didn't tell the others about time. Anyway, I'm almost done. So, but it gave me such a complex, but I think one of the biggest lessons it taught me is that, honestly, it doesn't matter how kind and gentle and affirming a family you come from. People will talk to you the way they want to talk to you. And it can be rough and it can change a lot because soon after that, actually, I left TV and I moved into PR. And when I told this guy, he said, oh, so you're moving into that career for failed journalists? And I'm like, guy, now I'm going to be talked to badly in the office. Then I'm coming here to be talked to badly. I'm like, what is happening? But anyway, I moved to PR and I think I'm okay at it. I'm not doing too badly. But like, it shows you how one small comment can really change the trajectory of your life in ways that maybe you don't even realize. But at the same time, adulting is learning to pick whatever feedback you want to keep. It's not about, you can't react to everything that people say to you or their perceptions of you. You take whatever you feel is going to be useful. Be a don't care like this one. It helps in life. And by the way, that guy who told me that nowadays is my pal. And also I'm taller than him.
Thank you.